Who could forget May 18th, 2024, Tyson Fury versus Usyk right here at the Kingdom Arena. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. First we have Larry Holmes, 6'3" tall, and he tipped it. And here comes Alexander Usyk, the former
This bout is scheduled.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
This is one of those arenas where you have to fight or you're going to be found wanting.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Those counter punches have to hurt. We wanted action, and they are delivering. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
That jab misses. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. Good counter punch. He blocks the uppercut. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Here we go for round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He parries away that left hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Catch and shoot. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. On to the third. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
So he's going to taunt here. I don't know if that's the wisest strategy. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Holmes in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't lose.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter punch caught him clean. Good counter punching. Do you believe this? There's the jab, it doesn't score. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter. A lot of effort being exerted here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Time for the 5th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Right hook just missed. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Back and forth they go. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that. This is the beginning of round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both men step back for just a moment. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. That jab doesn't score. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Punch scores. Oh, those punches add up. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Round 7, here we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This is a high-octane battle. Punch, counter punch. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Shot from the gods, they say. 1, 2, 3.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. And we enter the 8th round. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell?
Larry Holmes is going down, and he's got to get up. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Can't score with that jab. It's a good start to the round for this guy.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. The big Ukrainian in big trouble. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
They are going to surrender. No moss. And that will do it. This fight is over. They have given up.